the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. The Volunteers want to crank the tempo.
And as the game goes on, you're going to see this offense continue to use the RPO. That look was conducive to handing it off. The defense now is going to start putting more guys in the box to slow this running back down, and that's when the quarterback's going to have an opportunity to keep the football and make plays throwing.
Rush is on him. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning turkey bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked, maybe even double-team high-low, chop blocked on every single play earlier.
Which is illegal. You don't. That's fine. That's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
It'll be 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Aguilar. Fires to the big fella. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a 1st down.
This is a tight end that not only is going to play with his hand in the ground, but he can line up in the slot as well and attack the defense vertically. He's too fast for linebackers to cover, and he's too big for DBs to cover. He's a real weapon in this offense.
Reads it, fires complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st.
You know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play you. So for coordinators, this can really open up the rest of your playbook for the rest of the game.
Now the play fake. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Finding open areas. Picks up just a few before he's brought down. Not really willing to take a risk there on 3rd and long. And the Volunteers line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Through behind his pad. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. First play of the drive, wants to throw. That's caught. It's Gilmore. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
And listen, you get zone coverage and you can hit that curl route and he comes open continually. Keep hitting it. This might be a play to come back to.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Motion from the back. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Gilmore. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. Gives it on the option. Got enough for the 1st. At the 40, there he goes. Running free. Touchdown, Wildcats! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So here is the Tennessee offense. Finding themselves down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Going to throw it over the top of the D. He's got it. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Trying play action. Throws to the wideout. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
Quarterback trying to attack the middle of the field. I like the aggressive nature, but his receivers aren't 9 feet tall. No one's going to catch that. No one can climb the ladder. You got to bring it down a little bit.
On the ground, it's Bishop. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Now facing a 3rd and long. To the air, it's Aguilar. Working that left side now. What a nice connection. Knocked down immediately, and they've got it at the 25. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer. But you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the 1st down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Picked up some yardage with that completion, now 2nd down. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. They make the stop after a pickup of 3 just inside the red zone at the 19.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
The Vols come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. He'll try to put up the 3 ball from 43 yards away. Down the boulevard. That'll bring him to within 4. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. See what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. They go to the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great job by that defender. I mean, he timed that snap count perfectly, got into the backfield and created the negative play.
as they get set to snap it just about to reach the end of the quarter. We've reached the break, and Kentucky is on top. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary.
Kentucky 7, Tennessee 3.
So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Looking to fire. Pressure coming. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yards. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
And the Wildcats come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They'll try to power their way ahead. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31.
Man, I do not want a guy that will dance. I want square shoulders to the line of scrimmage, take the snap, secure the football, play physical, and fall forward. Nice job by that running back getting the first down.
Well, the receiver getting a little ahead of himself on that one. You saw him calling for the ball. He thought he was wide open. He thought that was going to be an easy catch. The ball finally gets to him, and he drops it. If you're going to call for the ball like that and call your shot, you've got to secure the catch.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And good use of the hands from the defense to deflect the pass on 3rd down. Kentucky will be forced to punt.
Number 48 on to kick it away.
Punt will bounce out of bounds, and they're going to spot it at the 25. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
The run from the shotgun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Defense is about seeing it and pulling the trigger, and you can tell they pull the trigger so fast, get to the back, get him on the ground quick.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, it's Aguilar. Pocket breaking down. The short hands, it's Bishop. At the 35, he's open. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. The give to the back. Brought down after a pickup of 2 to the 19.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Fire into the right, complete. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
And the Vols have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
You know, you're in the red zone. You bring out a bunch of tight ends on the field. So the defense, they were expecting run on that one. They were physical, and they were able to force the negative play.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Scanning the field, it's Aguilar. Trying to barrel in. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
Well, short completion setting up 3rd down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
Chance to score touchdowns in the red zone, and now another opportunity. It's 3rd and goal. He'll do it himself. That defense in front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. Right on target the first time, now he'll try another from 24 yards out. Between the uprights, it's good. That brings them to within 1.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Got enough for the first down. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break.
It's so hard to play defense when you've got things in front of you. Everybody going one direction, somebody coming back the other direction. You can't trust your eyes. Really good job by the offense, giving you some eye candy, something to look at so it wasn't easy coming downhill right at you. Hard to diagnose plays.
One play in this drive and already out to the 41. It's 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got a man. It's McGowan. He'll take it up to the 45-yard line, and they stop him and knock him out of bounds.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around. Sends it back in motion. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Got it in the middle. It's Rodriguez. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Kentucky going quickly. They'll move the tight end. Pulls and fires complete to the right. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. The Wildcats can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Just keep slinging it. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Kentucky.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Looking to throw, it's Aguilar. Got a man, it's Matthews. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. He sends 3 receivers right, maybe looking for man coverage on the left on 2nd and 5. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Makes the grab, it's Staley. Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can't stop the clock. To the air on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. The Volunteers have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense has just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
On 2nd and 10, a 4 wideout set, trips right. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Fires one high and deep. And he makes the grab, but he's out of bounds. Incomplete pass.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And the Volunteers will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Punt is on its way. Nice punt, and he'll make the fair catch at the 6-yard line. And while you can quibble with that, I guess starting at the 6 is better than starting at the 1. Under a minute to play here in the first half, and the offense will take a knee, and that is how we'll wrap up the first half. Kickoff and start the second half. Fielded in the end zone, it's Law. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
Looking downfield on first down. Makes the catch. It's long. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Wildcats want to move quickly. Second down, they'll go to the air. Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for.
A lot of quarterbacks have so much confidence that they can fit the ball in tight windows. How about the defensive player right here making an unbelievable interception, forcing the turnover, big play, big momentum swing.
Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. That's caught. It's Matthews. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
And the Vols can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking for a man. It's Aguilar. Makes the grab. It's Thomas. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide. And a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop.
Well, the defense got the stop there on 3rd and 1. Let's see if they can do it again here on 4th and inches, Dave.
I just got to find a way to fall forward, be physical, work on this all week. You know you're going for it on 4th down.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Going for the marker on the ground. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
Hey, if you're going to go for it on 4th down, you decide to run the football, you've got to be sure up front that you're going to win in the trenches. They didn't get it done that time. They need to be more physical moving forward. They're going to try to do that again in the same type of situation in this game.
Off the play fake on first down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Intercepted to stop the threat. Takes it the other way. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
Well, the good news is after that second pick of the 3rd quarter now for this guy, they're still winning the game, but they are living dangerously right now. And they can't expect to hold on to that if this guy keeps making bad decisions like we've seen here now in the first period of the second half.
And it's got to be frustrating because you always talk about taking care of the football, and you've got to lead in the second half. You need your quarterback to play smart.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
I don't like the quarterback making the decision quickly. I'm going to give it. I'm not going to throw the football off the RPO and just let my back get some positive yards. You're getting 5+ yards. That is a great job by the offense. Continue to stick with that.
The play action fake. Here's a heat. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. Looking for a gap. It's Bishop. Oh, he's got some space. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. The Volunteers will hustle to the line.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wondered maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football.
Unleashes one deep. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
This offense has had some struggles early in this game so far. They're just trying to get something going, and so you take a shot. You try to find your best one-on-one matchup and see if they can make a play. The defense was ready for it. Good coverage on the back end. They look very prepared. All 11 guys on defense right now playing together as one.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. From the gun, the running back has it. He gets it inside the 25. They'll stop him at the 24. Not enough for the first down, and it's a 4th down decision time coming. It's 4th down, and they can make the field goal from here, but it looks as if they're going to leave the offense out there. On 4th down, going to the air. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13.
And that's a play the defense has got to be able to make, guys, right there on 4th down. You're in the 3rd quarter, second half. You're playing at home, and it's a close game. You've got a huge opportunity to seize momentum. And you just get the feeling that that momentum is going to be a big factor here in the second half. Someone had to step up and make a play, and they just couldn't get it done.
Gives it on the option. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. To the air, it's Aguilar. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really be physical, because he bobbles it at all. As soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Got his man quickly. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short.
Man, we're seeing the tight end used more and more in the passing game. You see him moving inside. You see him moving outside. You see him moving in the box to block people. So here they put him in the slot, just have a nice little pitch and catch session.
Has to get there to move the sticks. He's stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it 1st and goal from the 1. Probably the only people upset about going for it on 4th down, the punters, who don't seem to see the field as much as they used to.
Not when you've got a running back like that. He just has like a 6th sense. He always seems like he can just find the crease, especially in these short yardage situations. He comes up with a huge play there on 4th down.
And this offense hoped to just run it in, and the defense was having none of it. No gain. Ball remains at the 2.
Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense here, creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody's selling out to stop the run. Nice job being aggressive by this defense.
Trying to punch it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tennessee.
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole, he saw it, he put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
After the touchdown, if they could get this too, we'll have a tie ball game. They'll run play action. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted.
2-point plays, the windows are very small to throw into. That time, he just tried to force it into a tiny window, ended up being picked, and the offense comes away with no points.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This should be the last play of the quarter. The give out of the gun. Can't get him to the ground. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. So the final period starts with a second down play. Motion from the wide receiver. Little touch pass to the receiver. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Hand off from the shotgun. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Finds his man. It's Gilmore. He stepped out of bounds right at the 45-yard line, and now they're starting to put things together. And the Wildcats are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. A big play gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44.
I think this will go a long way in determining the outcome of this football game. They're able to run the football with the lead late in this game. That's a good sign for this offense.
They're going to ride this running back. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given him some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Lets it fly. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
You don't get a lot of chances like that in games, guys. Take shots downfield, and when you get open, you got to finish the play, and the wideout's going to wish he had that one back.
7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. Kentucky sends out the punting unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. So here is the Tennessee offense. They put it in the end zone the last time they had it, and now an opportunity to really take control of this game.
You can feel the momentum shifting. And if they were able to take the football here, drive it down the field, and score again, David, they would have all of that momentum on their side.
And there's nothing about momentum that you can quantify. Like, I don't understand it, but once it gets going in one direction, a lot of times it's so hard to swing it back the other direction. The momentum is real, and they got it.
Grab near the marker. It's Staley. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. And the Volunteers come to the line in the hurry-up. Dropping back, it's Aguilar. Going over the top. It's picked up, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Clock continues to run, and they'll be happy to wind it all the way down before they snap it. Gonna sling it on second down. Unloads to the wideout. And his throw is incomplete.
The offenses should focus on their guys and making sure so-and-so guys get so-and-so touches. And, you know, listen, they're featuring this guy. They're going to throw it to him. He's going to be the primary target on a lot of times. I can't be reckless, but I definitely have to find my way to get that guy the ball.
They couldn't connect on second down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
They boot it away on 4th down. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. Throws to the wideout. Pulls it in. It's Matthews. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
Man, this is where you really hang your hat on your defense. You got to lead late in the game. Offense just punted because they trust you. They can put you out there to get a stop. When you have a lead, get the ball back to the offense. We'll see if this defense can come up clutch.
Looking downfield, it's Aguilar. The quick out. He's out of bounds at the 38-yard line.
Well, the offense trying to attack the perimeter of the field in the passing game. And how about the sweet feet by the receiver on that play?
Who doesn't like a little dash of the yards with their football? A little ballet moment there. The give on the option. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
A field goal attempt from here would be 54 yards. They'd love to pick up a few on 3rd down. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half.
Timeout, Kentucky.
The Vols are moving quickly down the field. From the gun, the ground game. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. And the Vols in a good spot here with second and short. Power football with the run. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
The Volunteers back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. On the ground with the count. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. Second and 8 coming up. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. After picking up a couple, it's second and 8. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle, but they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
8th play of the drive, and to keep this one going, they'll need to convert a 3rd and 5. Rides to back and leaves it. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. So this is going to be rife with drama and overflowing with pressure on this field goal try. And this one for the lead in the waning moments. And this one sails through just inside that left upright. Big celebration, and understandably so, guys, but there is still time on the clock. That was a clutch field goal, and now the pressure goes to the other side. Can they stop them from getting into field goal range to win it? He'll bring it out. It's Law. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Snap of this drive will come from their own 17. They'll start this drive going to the air. He wants a big play here late. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And you absolutely expect those shots from this offense, and I love it. The defense was prepared. You got to know where the burners are. You know he can go, so you got to play that deep route. They play it great. Don't give up the big play. Stay deep, and don't let anyone get behind you.
He had that one slip to the ground, and if he had held on, that might have been a wrap. Instead, it'll be 3rd down.
And this defense knows exactly the spot they're in, man. They are up. They've got their more defensive backs on the field. They're dropping back. You can tell they are taking away the deep ball. Nice job understanding situation, understanding clock, and what the offense is trying to do.
Under fire. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Brings it in down the left side. Oh, there were a few steps there. He was thinking touchdown, and they finally get him down after the big pickup at the quickly. They'll spike it to save some time.
To stop the clock. No gain on the play. Second down.
A huge pressurized kick coming right now as this game hangs in the balance. The line of scrimmage is to 25. It'll be a 42-yard kick for the win.